hello, tornado. Look at this. Whoop, right on through that window. The nade throws with the gyro. Alright, let me go ahead and put that map screen up there for you guys. Keep an eye on your teams. If you got a team you want to check in on, just let me know. But here we go. Match number 2. We're coming in from that western wasteland wall, just to the west of Ladrilla, going right between Monte Nuevo over the top of Power Grid, to the south of Hacienda del Patron, through the center of El Pozo, and all the way to that northeast edge, just to the south of Terra Brona. So there we are. We are back. Yes, we are. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to match number 2. And it looks like we got several teams already jumping at the start of this flight pass. So let's go ahead and scroll on in on the smaller map and check in on what's happening. It looks like we got a couple of teams. It does look like Team 22, Luis team, is pretty separated. We got one headed down to Ladrilla, one going over to the eastern side of Ladrilla. We got a duo right on down just to the just below sector 06, and our tornado is now off the plane, and it does look like he jumped not too far away from No Name 77. So we got some chaos already going on. We got 3 teams up by that El Pozo area. Got several teams going just to the north side of that, of San Martin, to the west of water treatment. You can see that the Hacienda del Patron farms, everybody's taking up one of those areas. So it looks like Cruz de Valle, we got 3 teams up in there and 2 teams up in Terra Brona. So we got some chaos going on. Let's head on over right now to the fight that's going. Ooh, are they? Nope, not by tornado. Click. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh no, Danzo in so much trouble. He doesn't even have a knife. Where's your knife, Denzo? And he is getting, look at this. He's down to 1 HP on the other side right here. And it is No Name 77. Danzo taking Danzo. What are the chances of that, guys? Danzo and Danzo. So now we do have another fight going off. Let's see if we can figure out where this fight is. And that was right there. Let's head on over to Cruz de Valle. We've got 3 teams over here. We've already lost Reflex for Team 9. Exotic Alliance. And it looks like he was taken out by Dritta right over here. Dritta keeping an eye on that church area on the western, or on the eastern side of the road. The rest of his team's over on the eastern side. So we've also got another fight going on between Top and GP. So let's see if we can figure out where that is over here. Top and GP. Is that also over here? Oh, I see. All the way up here in Terra Brona. So let's see what's happening with Top Team 21, Top Stars, and Team 7 Game Point. And I see Team 21 is pretty separated out. So let's see. I only see the duo over here for Team 21 and GP. They're staying pretty close together down here as a trio. So it's a duo versus trio over here. Let's go ahead and put that map back up there for you, and we'll keep an eye on where your teams are. Like I said, if you've got a team you want to check in on, and make sure you let me know. It's very quiet over here in Cruz de Valle. So let's head on over to Terra Brona and find out what's happening. This trio still trying to get up and in. Oh, it does look like we got another one. We got 4 Top So let's see if Top can get his teammate picked back up and back into a 3v3 over here in Terra. Whoa! He came up and around on that. So now look at this. Here he comes. GP can 2C. GP can 2C. That sounds like a dance. Alright, so now we are down to just Kevlo. Kevlo is the last one still standing for the top stars. And he is just over here still trying to loot. He does have a level 3 helmet. So that's going to make him feel a little bit better. But it is a 1v3 now over here in Terra Brona. And they are starting to move up and around. If you look up in your mini map, you can see that we've got one coming up and around. That is test clause. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but GP can too see. I like that name. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Bastards and the Nova Juniors Grand Finals. Today is the day we are going to be crowning our champion. But let's get through these slots before they start without us. In slot 3, we have the Wolves Esports. Slot 4, Alpha Esports. Slot 5 will be the Golden Guardian. Slot 6, Afterlife. Slot 7, Ritzy Esports. Slot 8, Union 31 Esports. Slot 9, Native Esports. Slot 10, Mad. Silent Mad. Slot 11, FBI Esports. Ooh, they coming for us. Slot 12, In the Zone. Slot 13, First One Row. Let's go. I like it. 14, X Apex. 15, we've got the Chrome Hearts. 16, Vengeance Team. 17, and next. 18, Update. 19, we have GUF, Old School. My screen's not there. It goes. 20, SWAT Europe. 21, Vincia Motam. There it is. Sad in my chat. Hello, Sad. GG's to you. Let's go. So we are on hard start right now, but you can see that they are still coming in. We'll have 5 matches tonight. We're going to start off at Erangel, go to Rondo, and then the 3 remaining maps are all Miramar. So that's a little different for us. Let's see how many Miramar till we forget which Miramar was what. Yes, I have my cappuccino right here. Not only trying to get my brain awake, fuzzy, and it's keeping my fingers nice and warm because it's a bit chilly here. I don't know about where you live, but welcome from around the world. Welcome in, everyone. We have some amazing fights we're about ready to see. Let's go, let's go, let's hype it up. I mean, I was going to remind you when you were going to start the stream and I got the notification. What timing is that, Sad? What timing is that? Yeah, my mic didn't want to work when I first was trying to get it up and going, and I was like, oh boy, this could be a very interesting stream with no mic. But I finally got it. Sometimes you just have to keep nudging it, and it'll eventually start rolling. Eventually straighten up. Let's go. If you guys have a team that you want me to check in on, make sure. Hello, Livu! How was your birthday, Livu? If you have a team that you want to check on, just let me know in the chat. give your teams the big shout out. So we know that we've got some really good teams in here. I expect to see some shout outs for at least a few of them. Much bigger fan, Levo. Take that minute to drink some more of my cappuccino. I just love this cappuccino. It's especially on such a chilly day. Chilly. We're just about to start. It looks like we're missing a couple down in 19, 18, 9. But here we go. Our very first Aaron Gal. Like I said, if you've got a team that you want to check in on, let me know. We should have scores live between each of these matches. So we'll be able to keep up with the sweaties. Alright. There's something in my eye, guys. Besides my finger. Alright, we are in the match. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's start off jumping with, let's just start off with Baton. Baton OP. There we go. Got them on both screens. Make it nice and easy for me. There it is. Alright. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Baton in the Raven. Look at that. He's all feathery and stuff. Alright, the volume is way too low for me. I almost didn't even hear that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's way too loud. Alright, let me go ahead and switch that map screen over. Here we go, guys. We're coming in from the Primorsk military base island bay, going up and over Ferry Pier, just to the north side of Pachinki, right on through the boatyard and Severny. There is tonight's very first flight path. So let's see what's going to happen now. Let me go ahead and scroll on in on my little map over on your left so that I can see who's all jumping where. We got the X-Apex right alongside with the Solo from Team 13. First one a row. But does look like we've got some issues right over here by the Quarry, though. Look at the Quarry. We've got several teams over here. So we also have team... Oh, I cannot click on anyone. Let's see. There we go. Team 8, the Union 31. We also have Team 17 next. And we do have the Wolves off. They are also flying right over here with the Golden Guardians over towards that farm area, so we might have a fight there as well. Our first zone did pop, and we're going up to that northwest side. But right on down in here, we've already got some craziness happening. We do have one knock from Team 13, so let's see what's going to happen over here. See if we can get our teammates picked back up. And over on the other side, I'm going to keep on checking on it. I think the Wolves over here are not that close, but we do have Quarry over here. But don't pointing them out, just as you saw that. So let's go ahead and get some side by side. I think they're all starting to pull away from each other, except over here by the Wolves. Let's see next. So let's go ahead and get some side-by-side action on our screen. There you go. So we do have Team 13 in a fight over here in the Quarry on your left-hand side there with Team 17 next. And then over on your right side, we've got the Wolves versus the Golden Guardians. And it does look like the Golden Guardians are trying to hurry up and loot up to push uphill onto the Wolves. And it looks like we've got another fight going on. Let me see if I can catch where that fight is over on this side. And I think it's right over here at the school recall center. So let's check in on what is happening with Team 11 FBI Esports. So we got the FBI on your screen, but they're over here fighting with Ritzy Esports. You can see that we've got one knocked from Ritzy and one knocked over here for the FBI, and ooh, he's gonna try to run him over. He's gonna go ahead. Oh, and there goes one of them. So let's see what's going on. We do have the wolves. They are starting to come out and around. Let's go back over to Paton. I feel like we're gonna have a fight over there, but we also FBI are stalking. They are stalking Team 7 Ritzy Esports. They do not want them getting away. Ooh, look at that nice spray. So now we are down to just a solo. No, I think we just have a solo. And Saif over here trying to hold him off, but he's only down to about 20 HP. So now, not only when he's only got an Uzi, and here comes the rest of the team. Let's get him up on this live screen, see if he can hold him off, because it does look like, oh, and pushed up, and that is it. So now, let's go back to the map screen. I'll go ahead and give you guys some idea where your team might be. I still haven't seen very many people talking in the chat about where their teams are. Let's head on over to this fight and find out what is happening with the trio from Team 19 GUF Old School versus Team 10 Silent Mad. Silent Mad pushed up those stairs, backing away a little bit after hearing that pump shot. Oof. And there he goes. So now we're down to just a duo over here. Maltro, hello Maltro, and the chill guy. Here comes the chill guy right up and over. I don't think he's going to be pushing on over, but they did manage to get that hovercraft, and that's always helpful. So now looks like we got another fight going on, maybe over here. Let's see what's happening right over here with the X Apex. They just finished off a team. We just got here a little late, but here comes another team. It is next coming up and over, and I'm not sure if Strong is gonna hang on out. No, he is gonna get on out, boys. He's gonna get on out of there, and he is a solo now for the X Apex, but they did just get on out of there before Max was able. Oh, doing a little bit of dodging around these one stacks just to try to keep that 5.56 Skeeter Swarm right off of them. So now let's go ahead and check in on what is happening. We still have a minute left of stage 1, and we're down to 17 teams, so we're still moving right along. And now we do have another fight going off. GG, it's goats. So let's see where this is going on. I think that might be right on over here. Plus, we've got another fight right on over at the boatyard. So let's get another side by side. Let's see if we can find out what's happening. Looks like they are coming up. Team 20 SWAT Europe coming right up and in onto in the zone. Oh no, we got to see both sides of that one. So now it's Max is the last one still standing in that boatyard area. So the flying mobiles going across our screen. Alright, so now let me check in on the map. We do have another team coming right up and in. You can see Team 20 coming in from this western edge, coming right up and in onto Team 12 in the zone, and he does get found, but we also have the Golden Guardians coming in from that eastern side. So we got the side by side for the two teams coming right up and in. So G7 getting that knock coming on in Look at this there. Oh, pushing him right up and in. G7 was that first one to get that first initial knock. So let's see what's going to happen next. He's still keeping an eye on it, but it does look like SWAT may be trying to reposition because he still has a couple of his teammates still over here. But I think maybe they're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Yeah, they are leaving this boatyard. So let's go ahead and put this new map up, show you where our new zone is going. We're still going up towards the north, and you can see that we still have teams coming up from the military base. And we're getting into a fight now over on that west bridge, or east bridge, I'm sorry, over here between a duo for Team 18, down to just a solo now against the Wolves. So now here we go. Humo versus Mary Jane and LMN Tricks. Mary Jane almost coming right up in onto the spray of Team 18. Up to date. Look at that. Everybody getting a little bit of... Ooh, he's come right up and over into that. Ooh. Now, we have 124 MS, so I'm pretty sure that the Wolves from NA are also having this kind of MS. So let's see what they can do. Oh, what a name. Baton beat. Alright, so now let's see what's going on over here in the Georgia Pole area while I go ahead and scroll in on this map a little bit and try to get you a little better idea of where your teams might be. So now let's see, we are on Team 16, the Vengeance team, and I did see another team not too far away from them. Maybe it was Strong going in through that North George area and on his way into zone, wrapping up and around to that north side. So the rest of the zone looks pretty spread out. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys that map, let you see where your teams are. And let me see, we still have Alfie right up on that Mount Everest area, not too far away from SWAT Europe, down by those ruined hills. We still have Next coming on in, but I do see that we might have a clash right here for Team 10, Silent Mad, and Team 17. Both of these teams coming in from that Primorse Quarry area. We did get to see some of those earlier fights, so now let's go. Ooh, what a spray by Shaft right on out. So Team 17 having a really rough time trying to rotate just into zone, and I believe Razor may be the last one still standing. No, we still have Lovelace too. Razor trying to get across this wide open Gecko field with all of the spray onto the back of this car. It is a smoking mobile, but he is getting up and out of there. I think he should be able to make it up this hill. This car has seen better days. He gets out on the passenger side. OP for him. Oh, there goes his car. But now he is downhill also from the top of the mountain. The Alfie Esports on top of Mount Everest. Also, he does have that other team coming up and behind him as well. And our zone does pop again, and we're coming over towards that north side of the river, north side of the cube, right between the cube and the shooting range. So go ahead and put this up. Let him try to get on off through his running. Alright, what's happening on over here with Vengeance? I think the joke. I'm not sure if this is Joke or Jack, but it looks like Joker to me. He's not too far away from Stronger. Stronger's still hanging on out. But look at this. I want you to really look at this southwest side. The southwest side is just packing on in, and I do see SWAT over here in another fight. So let's see what's going on. It's Team 17, I believe. Yes, Team 17. Razor came right up and in to the middle of SWAT Europe. So let's see if Razor can get on through it. And SS425W2U. Hello, SS. Hello, big fan. Alright, so now let's see. What else are we missing? It does look like we're going to have SWAT coming right up and in behind the wolves. The wolves are right in front of them. So let's see what's going to happen. I see LMN Tricks. LMN Tricks. There we go. I always put some extra little syllables in his name. Not sure why, but that's how it goes. Alright, while you watch this, I'm going to go ahead and scroll on in on our map, get that nice and centered up again so we can get that up on the screen. We do have a minute to show you the map screen again. Like I said, if you have a team that you're keeping an eye on, just let me know, and I will be happy to go and check in on them to let you know how they're doing, how many are left, where they're hanging out, you know, that kind of stuff. We can be spies. Let's go ahead and put that back up there. There we go. And now we do have Vengeance in a fight. Let's get on over to this North George area and find out what is happening. Fly just getting that knock straight across onto Team 13. Look at how fast Team 13 comes rushing on in. Oops. Let's see what's going to happen. Can he get his teammate picked back up? He is the sole survivor. Oh, what a nade. What a nade. And we were just up here with Jack just a few minutes. Joke. I think it's Joke, guys. Let me know if I'm wrong. Most likely I am wrong because I'm terrible with names. Alright, we're getting ready to move our zone again, and we look at how much they have spread out from each other. And we are still going over towards that cube area though, so we do have a team in the cube right now, and the rest of these teams are all out on their sweeps. The wolves coming all the way up and around to this north side. I think they were getting ready for that north shore, but let's go ahead and find out what's happening right on over here, because we do have SWAT coming through on that edge zone sweep to try to make sure that they can get anybody coming on in. And now we got Vincere in a fight, so let's see if we can find out where Vincere are. Let's check in on them. Here we go. Vincere. Shroom is now out of the match, but let's see what the rest of them can do, because we do have several right on over here. We've got Team 5, the Golden Guardians, Team 16, Vengeance Team. SWAT has come up and around, and here comes that FBI devil himself right up and over. And he is headed into this mix as well. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. As I was saying. Alright, so let's go ahead and scroll on in. There's no one out in the blue now, guys. So I'm just going to pay attention to this zone here. Because at this point, anybody out in the blue are going to be taken out by the blue. We all know that the blue... Ooh, the devil! Who found you? The puzzle! The puzzle found you! Let's see, where's the puzzle? I don't even see the puzzle, guys. I don't even see him on my screen. So let's see. Where should we go? Let's go up and check in on what's happening at the top. I don't think that's what it said, but we do have one of them knocked over on that edge as well. FBI Deadlight. Right on down below. What a place to be in this valley. Ooh. Yay, though I walk through the valley of the shooting range. I fear no 556. Alright guys, our zone's getting ready to pop again. Let me go ahead and put this map screen up, show you that we are still headed over towards that cube area. Look at that. We still have the team sitting in the cube. They have not had to move. All these teams are just getting pushed in right on top of each other. So now let's see what's happening. We are starting to find all sorts of, there goes LMN tricks. So now let's see what's happening over here with Team 10. Silent Mag coming right up and in onto the Vengeance team. The Vengeance team right across the way, trying to come right up and over. Right up and over. And look at that. It is Jack again. It's just because I'm not sure if it's Jack or Joke. Fahim, hello, Team 11, Psyopping Esports Community, not even try. Oh, Fahim, Team 11, FBI, FBI Esports, they've got it all on the radar. So now, let's see, where are we getting all these shots from? Let's get on over and figure out who is taking all these shots. I can hear tons of them. Let's check in on Vincere Mortem. Vincere Mortem coming right up and over. Oh, right up and over into the SWAT spray. So Samina trying to come right in through. We did lose Safik. Oh no. So then don't think they're going to be able to get that big back up. That one I heard a bit. Let's go. Let's check in on Apollo. Sexy. We all like those sexy Apollo cars. While you check in on what is happening on here. Let's go ahead and scroll on in. We are all the way in now. In the next zone, I'll be able to give you guys some sky views. So now, let's see what's happening. We are right here with Team 15, Chrome Hearts, and they're taking those shots. They've got all, they are in it. Oh, the zone shifted away from them. So now they're going to have to get on out. They're going to have to push from all these teams that are up and around them. So now we do have Team 20 SWAT Europe there coming down off that ridge line, and all four of them from the Chrome are keeping their eyes out. Oh, Chrome Future might even have an idea that he's got a solo coming up from Team 9, the Native Esports. Team 9 in a rough spot right on over here, but look at that, he's trying to keep it. Look at his screen. There are just teams everywhere. Plus, we've got that solo across the way from Team 17. Look at that prone spray right on point. Team 17 trying to come right up and in when we're coming over to a bunch of bridge controls. Let me see if I can give you guys an idea how close things are. We do have Team 4 and 17 across the river. They're going to have to come across that river right on through Team 4, Alpha Esports. Team 20, the SWAT Europe, coming down off that ridgeline right on into Team 5, the Golden Guardian. The Team 5, they've been at this cube house for this entire match. Team 15 getting kicked off as we do have one solo from Team 15 pushing right up and in onto Team 5. And so now Apollo going down. We were just over there with Apollo, just, oh no, and we are knocked over here. Let's see what's going on in the Witcher Tower. The Witcher Tower, and he's got somebody right above him. We are down to the top 4 teams. We've got Team 4, Alpha Esports. Look at this. We've got 2 teams right here in the Wizard Tower. We got Team 5 up top, but the rest of Team 5 behind the broken wall with plenty of hard cover. Team 5 has not had to move out of... Team 5 getting just nade tossed over here. We still have the 4 teams though, because we still have that solo right here in the Wizard Tower. So let's see. Do we have any more? Yeah, he's out there just fishing. He's got nothing to worry about. So Team 4 has all of this hard cover. We do have Team 5 that I think has to come out. And Team 20 in the roughest spot. They have to come across this wide open space. And we do have Obito right here from Alfie Esports trying to hold back the rest of them from coming. Obito down to about 20 HP. So now it is between oh, I couldn't switch over fast enough. And there it is. We got Team Alfie Esports. Team 4 coming in first with 14 eliminations, 10 placements. That is 24 points for this first Erangel match of the Grand Finals today. So now the Golden Guardians, Team 5 coming in second with 4 eliminations. And SWAT Europe coming in third with 6 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out, Alfie Esports Capazino. 5 eliminations, 776 damage. We'll be jumping with Alfie Esports when we come right back for match 2 of 5. And I should have some live scores, but I will be right back. It looks like he may be coming up and around in that buggy, trying to get into that better position. And Kevlo, keeping an eye on him as he drives by, while the rest of them, look at your mini map, they are all closing right up and in on him. You can hear him on that backside. The mollies are coming in all 3 angles, completely covered. We are up to 4 eliminations for Team 7 Game Point. And Game Point did lose the Groza. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and figure out what else is happening. I find that we got Team 16 Brutal team right up here on top of Team 14. Good game right on down below. They know that they're there. They're taking those shots, trying to keep them off these ridge lines, keep those sight lines nice and clear. It looks like Batman over here for Team 15 El Pozo. Team 18 Lethal Paradox getting pushed up on by the Shroom of Vincer Mortem. I only see a solo. Oh, there they are. Here we are. Shirk is right on down below as well. I think you guys can kind of see what's happening over here in El Pozo. I'll go ahead and leave that up there for a minute while this fight is going on. Some nice sprays over those hill glitches. And it does look, ooh, nice sprays over those hill glitches. Let's get on over to the other side, see what we can see from low. We got Lovelace right up on this rooftop, trying to get those shots over onto Team 16, the Brutal team. Brutal trying to move on over, trying to get Quarry picked back up, but we do have Infi right on over here, and I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but there we go. He's trying to get those angles, trying to figure out where that knock player went. And we got K2 SV up to 2 eliminations, also coming in from the top of this ridge line for Good Game. And he's also got the ghillie suit, so let's see what he can do. Looks like he's been doing some shopping. Alright, so it looks like Batman coming right up and in. Batman is one of the duos still left over here for Team 18. No, right when we switched over onto them. So now Team 18, Lethal Paradox in the blue, in El Pozo, still trying to push up onto Team 8, Vincer, Mortam. And ooh, what a nade coming up and over by Brutal. Brutal. The idle goat is also knocked. So they threw those nades at each other. Lavac coming right up in the inside to get those shots over. And I think they're going to be able to get the idle goat pick back up, but we got to stay out of the spray from Team 14. GG's. I'm going to go to sleep. Guess good night, Green. Biggest fan. Sweet dreams, Levo. Thank you for coming out and catching some of this chaos. And we still have a bunch of these players right on top of each other. Let's go ahead and bring back the map for you guys. I'll put the map screen back up there. And we'll check in on what is happening. You can see that we are still trying to get on out of there. Brutal. Another one taken down. So Quarry has been knocked. And now Lavac is trying to get those angles. He can hear the buggies right above him. Ibrahim, no, I'm the biggest fan. Oh, Lavac, he gets there. Quarry gets found. Lavac gets found. So now we are down to just a solo. And I think that might be it for Brutal. Brutal, because now we have Team 20. 1-4 off. Labius is not that far away. And the rest of Team 20 is coming up and in. Thank you so much, Levo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and put that map screen up, give you guys an idea where our zone is going to be popping. And let me see if I can find out what is going on over here with Alfie. Alfie also in a fight at the North Leones farm. We do have Team 5 coming down and through. Kill 4 win there on that cliff edge. And it does look like we are keeping an eye straight across onto Alfie. And I think that may be a me. Yeah, they are just going to go ahead and head on by. They're just passing by. Alright, so let's see what else we can see. I feel like TBSS Tornado needs a little more screen time love, especially since they are right over here, sandwiched between Boo and Maybe. So right on top of it, looks like ME just got knocked somewhere as well. But look at this. We got to keep an eye on Tornado. Tornado is keeping an eye on the rest of the teams coming up and through. Our zone's getting ready to pop. I'll go ahead and scroll that on in. And I'll put that back up because we have 4 seconds left before our next zone hits. Let me see if I can find where MER. Let's go on over here. Ibrahim with the gifted membership. Thank you, Ibrahim. OP in my chat. ME Leo coming right up and in onto No Name 77. So now let's see what's happening between these teams, because we also have another team. Team 20 is also coming up and in. 1-4. Oh. And another gifted membership. Thank you, Ibrahim. So here we come right up and in. But they don't have time to really loot out of these crates, because here comes the push by Team 21-4. Oh, Leo getting the initial knock onto Team 20 as they come pushing right up and in. Rex, happy Sunday to you too. Big fan, Rex. Dr. Chemist in the house. Alright. What else is happening? Maya's now coming up behind all this. Let's switch on over to 1-4. All as they are now getting sandwiched between these two teams, and they've lost zones. So we do have Mystic Esports getting some of those eliminations, and it looks like one for all. Gonna go ahead and move on out because we did have the other team coming right up and in behind it. And now let's check in on Team 13, down to just a solo. Team 13, the veterans. We had Team 11, maybe, coming right up behind them. And then Dad, 7 to Dad, trying to get out of there. Ooh, he's going to go ahead and, ooh, is he going to take this hilltop? He is. He's going to slow on down and take this hilltop ridge over here by Lapadita. Let's see if we can get some shots right on down and try to get him off of his tail. Alright, looks like he's gonna go ahead and get on out of there. We do have all this chaos still going on over here with Voo right here on top of maybe finding him up on this ridgeline, but we also have not too far behind that. We had Team 7 coming up as well. Team 7, game point. Coming in right behind these teams, and I do still love this name, GP Caducey. I still think it sounds like a dance. And they're coming right up and onto Voo going down. Caducey up to 3 eliminations, 6 eliminations for Alpha Esports. So now let's see what is going on. This northeast edge is just clustered with teams, but let's head on down to the southwest, also with 3 teams over here. We got Team 8 in the Longhouse, Team 8, Vincer Mortem, and another gifted membership. Hello everyone, and welcome back to match 2 of the Bastards Nova Junior 200 Euro Grand Finals. Here are your scores going into match number 2. Alpha Esports coming in first with that 24 total points. SWAT Esports coming in second with 11 total points. And the Golden Guardians in at 10. They are all very close, all the way down to about 7th. They are just a few points away from each other going into match number 2. But match number 2 is Rondo, the leaderboard shuffle. So let's see what's going on. It does look like Team 10, the Silent Mad, are just a few shy of starting this match. Let's see, the rest of the teams are all in their seats and ready to go. So here we are. We do have, I think the Silent Mad are kind of unsilently mad that they have this guy right here. He may not exactly be on their team, you know how slot hoppers are, but maybe he is. You'll never know, because we aren't on their team. But we are starting Rondo, that much I do know. And so this time we're going to be jumping. I don't know why that was so little, with Alpha Esports Cappuccino, 5 eliminations, 776 damage. So let's get on into this match and see if we can keep up with the Rondo menace. Alright, let me see what I missed. I did not miss anything. So now let me find Team 4 Cappuccino. There he is on your screen. Now get him over here onto the map screen. And here we go into Rondo. Oops, I thought I put that map up there. Let's go ahead and switch it on over, because we're about ready to start. There goes the starting bell. I will try to catch as many of these fights as possible. I'll do the double screen after the first zone pops, because we usually have so many fights right off the drop. It is crazy. As you can see on the map, We are coming in from that central south area, or west of Tinlan Gardens, and going all the way up to that Mamuho. There we go. I almost said Marin. Alright, guys, let's go. Let us go. Let's slide on in and see if we can see what's happening down at the southern end of the map. We do have a couple teams jumping on off Silent Man, not too far away from. I see Vengeance over here. I see the Golden Guardian coming on down. We also have one over here from Team 19. GUF. Old school going on over towards these southern recalls, while the rest of their team are coming on in. We do have a couple of teams headed over to Yulin where the temples are, but the majority are coming right on down here with Cappuccino. So let's see if we can get Cappuccino on our screen. Let's get that screen. There it goes. And let's see if we can get a side-by-side action. See what's happening right on over here with another team. Let's go. Any team. Find out what's happening. It is brutal dropping on over here. So let me go ahead and get this map screen up there. There you go. Let's see if we can find out what Obito is doing, because Obito is down to about less than half health. And we've got almost every team over here. We've got the Wolves. We've got Alfie Esports Team 7, Ritzy Esports Team 8, the Union 31. We got the FBI over here, Team 12 in the zone, Team 13. First one row, Team 14, X Apex, Team 16, Vengeance. We got 18 over here, Update. We've got 19 over here, GUF Old School, and Vincier Marta Meloshum. So let's see what we can do. Oh, we got two Team 21s on both screens. Let's get on over to a different team and see what we can see from across the way. Slodic going on down. Look at that. He was able to get that spray right up and across. And let's head on over into some of that chaos over on the other side. Let's see where everyone is right on over here. We got Tupac on your screen. Tupac from Team 7, Ritzy Esports. So now he is just keeping an eye on every angle, because every angle actually does have someone somewhere. So let's go. Let's see what's happening. It looks like we got a Luke Goblin on your other screen. Let's see who you are shooting at. Oh, that's Shoom. Alright, so Shoom seems to want to be on my screen today. Sometimes it just happens that way. Let's check in on Fate. He's up to 3 eliminations for Team 8 Union 31. It looks like he is off on the tanker getting some of those third-party angles. Look at that. Just popping on up. So now let's go ahead and see what else is happening. We do have Obito still over here trying to get some of the chaos as well. And I think, let's see what's Crazy. Crazy's up to 2 eliminations. Let's check in on him across the way. So now it's starting to slow down just a little bit. But we still have 2.5 minutes left of stage 1. Welcome back, Levu. Hello, hello. So now let's see what is happening with Alfie. I see Alfie. Let's see what's happening right on over here. Oh, the SWAT Europe trying to come on down from that rooftop. Oh, this nade could be nice. Oh, if he would have stayed there. Look at that. So now let's go. Ooh, that nade hurt. That nade got him down to about 1 HP, but he does have the bust to go underneath. So now let's see. and a skewer. So now we've got the up and the down. So let's see if this nade, a skewer trying to get on out of that nade range. And these two know these angles. It must be some of these teams that fight each other all the time know which angles they want to cover and know which angles to expect where they're going to be. So sometimes fighting the same team gives you the advantage, but sometimes it's not so much of an advantage. Oh, does he know he's coming up and around? We might have a 1v1 right up on over here, because now we also have Team 7 coming up and around. Look at this. He's going to hop on up and get into the third party. So he comes up those stairs and is able to get those shots. So now, let's get on over here. Looks like we're starting to slow down over here at the Neox factory. Let me go ahead and put that map up on that other side. Give me some idea of what is happening. So now, let's go ahead and open it up. Let's give him some time up on this rooftop. You can see down in that lower right-hand corner that our zone is starting to close up. We should have a new zone in 15 seconds, but we still have 19 teams in this. So with all the chaos that you've been able to see, all the crates that we've seen, and now there goes a donut zone. We are still going over towards that temple area, so let's see what's going to happen. Dr. Chemist, hello Rex, big van. So now let's go. We still have, it looks like all 4 of them from Afterlife have come over here. Afterlife over in the Neox factory, all 4 of them. All 4 of them could end the Rondo match right here. So now, let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit, because we are starting to close on up. And there it is. I can go ahead. Oh, he's even going to be able to get his teammate picked back up. And I hear, and Alfie over here is still coming right up and in. So he's down to 1 HP. We click back onto him at 1 HP. He's still trying to hold him off the push. He does get another knock and elimination at 1 HP. Still holding that window. Still holding the push through the window. Look at this play. So Tika's coming right on into fight. He's up to 4 eliminations. Getting ready to hold off that, push off that window to keep him from coming on in, using the mollies, using the throwables. Ooh, he hears him. And I think he's desperately looking for some first aids over here. So now, let's see what else is happening, because we are starting to get some fights right on out over here. We also have SWAT in a fight as well. So we'll go ahead and do this side by side. Oh, right when we side by side. Oh, and there goes the end of the Tikius need. Oh, no. Oh, Neox Factory Massacre. So let's check in on our last match top fragger. He's over here at the temples, and while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and check in over onto the Joy Boy. It looks like Joy Boy about ready to get pushed right up in on it. You can see that not too far away, he has all 4 of them coming in from the Silent Mad. So I think he's decided it's getting a little too crowded right there for him. So he's going to go ahead and move on out of there. Can't say as I blame him, but I want you to look at what's happening over here. In the blue, we've got all these teams in this fight, and they are starting to separate on out, and another donut zone headed over towards the temples. So now we got another fight. Cappuccino, are you ready? They're coming your way. And Tikas also on this fight, or on this team. He has not been recalled yet, so hopefully they can get him back on in. I do see the wolves The wolves are not that far away. So let's see what else is happening. Looks like Baton backing it in. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, so now let's head on over to Team 10. Find out what happens when the Silent Mag comes right up and in onto the Vengeance team. Right in front of them. Let's go ahead and get that main screen on there. Oh, Shaft. Rough spot to stop. And Puzzle is down. Let's see if I can get on over here to Ronnie. Ronnie trying to hold off the push onto his team. His team all right there, right below him as they is trying to get those shots onto Team Vengeance team to try to stop him from coming down on top of his team. And right now, we do have a little bit of chaos coming on in from this north side. So it does look like the north side is pretty covered, but they are coming right up and through. Ronnie going down. So now it's just up to Sunrise. Sunrise getting ready to throw this nade right up and in. Ooh, that's a little bit of panic nade there, I do believe. Alright, so now let's go ahead and find out. Oh, put your teammate in your car. Maybe they have time to get on over to that recall. So trying to get on out of there. Going out into the blue at 20 HP is taken down and out by GUF Old School. So now everybody's in the rotation. So let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there. You can see that we are still coming over towards the temple area of Yulin. Alright, now let's get on up over to the GOAT. The GOAT of the update. There you go. Ooh, Free Punch. What a name. He is up to 5 eliminations though. So let's check in on what this fragger is doing. Does look like he's got 4 teams out and around him, at least coming in from the rotations. If you look up in your mini map up in the right hand side, you could see just team after team coming down and around through the rotations right on past. So now let's see what else is happening. We do have, looks like a Beetle maybe trying to get on over here. Well, that's not a Beetle, is it? Now coming on over, maybe trying to get his teammate back, but we still have not been able to get the duo from Alfie back up. And Alfie is in first place. They're the ones that have the 24 points coming into this match. So they want to keep as much of that lead as possible. Free Punch. Like seeing that 5. You know this fragger was busy. Alright, let's see what's going on with the Joy Boy right on over here. I'll go ahead and put that map back up there to give you guys an idea. Looks like Joy Boy just listening to all the fights going on, trying to figure out which team is where. So now we do have Team 9 over here in the hardcover. So let's see, trying to get some shots up onto that, up that hill onto the afterlife. Adam, look at it right here, trying to spray up and into that smoke. So Adam right here from the Native Esports, and it looks like we do have another fight over on that western edge. So let's head on over to the western side. Oh, it's a little scrolling on me, and check in. Oh, there goes some more. Anywhere I want to click it is just chaos, guys. Just chaos. That is what is Rondo all about. And here they come on that push, and he's coming out just in time. Look at that, just in time to try to get some of that, those med kids going, and he's on fire. They turned up the heat of that oven. Alright, so now let's head on over. Looks like we've got some of those Doritos from the sky. The emergency cover down in place. We got the smokes coming out and around, but let's go back towards the back right on over here as they're getting pushed up on in, and there goes helicopter from the Apex. I believe, yes, it was the Apex coming right up in Apex. Apex to us. Alright, so now let's go. Let's see what's going on with. Let's check in on some of these fraggers. Let's check in on what is happening with the FBI Deadlight. Deadlight keeping an eye across on two different teams right in front of them as our zone is really starting to close up and in around these teams. We still have 10 teams in this, so now let me go ahead and put that map screen up. Might be the last time I can get this map screen up there for you tonight, because if in this match, because we're down to 20 players, we only have 10 teams remaining, down to 27 players. So just like that, we do get some changes. Our do have the emergency covers coming right on down, and it looks like a lot of those fights are up towards that north side. That FBI Deadlight trying to get some of the spray. If you look on the mini map, you can see that it's coming up and around Team 12 in the zone. They are coming up right behind where Team 11 has put down the emergency cover. But now they are wrapping, and they're going to end up right over onto that eastern edge. Well, where they'll be coming up and in to Team 19. GUF Old School, and you can see that our zone's getting ready to close again, and another donut zone. So we are still squeezing these teams right in on top of each other. Yeah, look at Deadlight, just able to find those shots right on through, right in the middle of all that. Let's go up towards that north side. Get some of that Apex coming in from the north. We are on the north side, on your right side, and the south side on your left side. Right into that shot. So now let's see, we're down to just Jakey over here for the Alfie. Alfie's down. Ooh, there they go again. So Jakey's still trying to come up and in, and he's right over here on this west side. We still have Deadlight over on, and they are within sight of each other. Everybody coming right on down in from the north side. Look at this Devil coming right up and around, trying to get those shots over on the Jakey. Jakey trying to get the shots, and that was also wiped out of that divot. So now let's go ahead and find out what else is happening. It does look like everybody is pretty much coming on in. So let's go ahead and get the sky view if I can get it going on. So now we do have Team 19, GUF Old School, coming in on top of Team 12 in the zone. And Team 18 update starting to wrap down and around. Our zone is right here, right below us. Team 19 wiped. So now, let's get somebody that is not knocked on the screen over on this side. There you go. And so we are down to the top 3 teams. We still have Team 18 update coming in on to Team 12. Team 12 in the zone. So now, where is our last team? I only see, there we go, just down to the final 2 teams. We've got Team 18 versus Team 11. So now all 3 of them from Team 18 are coming in, but look at Team 18 coming in with 21 eliminations. Team 11 on the other side coming in with 11. So there you have it, guys. Look at these scores. 24 eliminations for update. Team 18 coming in second. The FBI Europe with 11 eliminations. And team coming in third. It is in the zone with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all up. It is the GOAT coming in with 8 eliminations, 1,049 damage. So when we be right back, we'll be jumping with Team 18. Update the GOAT. And I will be right back. Ship Ibrahim. OP, OP, OP. And so now here comes the push, but we had that angle covered over here by Team 8 right up on that ridge, and we still have Team 14. Good games coming up and around behind this. Let's just check in on where Luxus was for that angle right here on this ridge. But look at this, Team 14 also taking the shots right up and behind. So MV having those issues. My dude trying to come up around the outside, trying to get those angles covered. But now here comes the mollies to push him off that edge, and he gets pinched between the two sides. 79, the last one still standing way over on this back edge outside the zone, trying to push him right up and through. He does not take those shots, does not give his position away, because he knows that Team 14 are right here as well. And look at this, Team 14, they are also aware that he is trying to get on into that zone. Let me go ahead and scroll this map on in to give you guys a better idea of where your team is, because we still have 13 teams in this. Let me show you on the map where your team may or may not be. If you've got a team in this lobby, let me know and we'll keep an eye on them. And it does look like Lovelace does not want 79 to get on out of that, and you know 79 is not having fun on his feet. But now here comes Team 8, also trying to get out of the longhouse, going up and around on the other side. Everybody pushing over towards this Leones area to the north side, the northern Leones area. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more. That northern side really starting to get covered with all these teams coming in, and it does look like Team 4 down to just that solo. So let's check in on what is happening with Team 9 coming up. The Exotic Alliance still coming up into Alfie, still holding down the North Leones farm. We got Team 17 not too far away, KD Esports, and they are all trying to hold them off. As now here comes Team 14 out of that fight we were just watching, right up and in between Team 9 and let's see, that was Team 9 on a very large split this late in the stage. But we do have that solo over here from Team 17, KD Esports. I'm not sure how he's going to get out of this longhouse. And right on through Team 14. Let's go back up and check in on our top fragger of that last match, Tornado. Ooh, Tornado paying attention to maybe Esports coming up on that ridge line. He just got that sight line right across. Kizra, my beautiful twin, how are you today? Let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more. You can see that almost all of these teams right now are doing the edge zone sweeps. They are trying to get all these teams that are out in the zone, trying to come into the new zone. They're trying to get some of these eliminations before rotating in. We've only got 2 or 3 teams in the zone at this time. So now let's go on over and find out what is going on Witchers, I can say that name. And Spence, still up to 2 eliminations, but he does have some sight lines over onto Team 22. Team 22, the Luis team. So now, now they're gonna be one of the edge zones coming right up and in onto all these teams right here in this northern side of Leones. We're gonna go ahead and take over the Grays. Oh, that's not a good place to park, Spence. Ooh, get on out of there. We still have Alfie up in that farm area, but now Alfie has to come out of that area too. So let's see what's going on. Cappuccino trying to stop TPSS, and oh, Tornado is down quite a bit, about 5 HP still left, and it does look like Tornado was able to get that heal off, but now TBSS down to just a duo, stuck out here in the middle of this farmland with no vehicles, and all these 556 mosquitoes just flying right on past them. Let's check in on Vincer Mortem also trying to get some of those shots over onto Elfie and TBSS. They know that they've got to come on into this zone. Vincer Mortem just in zone. He is one of the few players in this zone at this moment. So now let me go ahead and show you on the advanced screen really quickly where the new zone is. A perfect donut zone coming in, and we do have that road coming to split up the zone, but it's shifted pretty far to the south, so we might be on this northern side. Luxus right here. Oh. And here comes Tornado, the last match now. Fragger on the push, right up and in onto Luxus. He's trying to get, oh, that pink beetle not doing any justice. And Alfie down to just Tychus. Tychus is the last one still standing. I see for Alfie. Let's see, is he? No, we do have Jakey still in this, but they are trying to push onto different sides. They are all trying to get right up and in under this new zone, and Cappuccino does get taken out. Let's go up and get a sky view of what is happening. The most of the zone is over on this side. We're down to the final 4 teams of this match. We got Team 14, good game. We got Vincent Mortem, Alfie, and we've got one more, and I don't know which is the last. Oh, I see over here all the way to this western edge we have the Exotics Alliance. So let me go ahead and scroll on up a little bit, try to give you guys the best view I can. And oh, Tychus gets found. Jakey still trying to push right up and in though over here. And here comes Team 14 on this spin, going right up and over onto. And I think that is it. Taking out the Exotic Alliance over on that edge. And now we are down to just the final 3 teams. Alfie, the last one, still standing, keeping his head down. But look at Vincer Mortem. We have 2 players. 2 players with 7 points each, elims by themselves. They have 18 total. Sharik right here with 8 of those now. Still trying to throw those nades. What a perfect nade onto the empty beetle. And there it is. The ending of match number. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Bastards and Nova Junior Grand Finals. 200 euros at the end of tonight. We have 3 final matches. Here are the scores going into match number 3 of 5. Alfie still in the lead at 37 points, but only 3 points in front of Update. And from there, we've got the FBI Esports at 21. There are your scores going into tonight's third match. Let me see if that fits a little better. Yeah, I think I like that a little better. Kizra, hello, my beautiful twin. Hello, how are you, Kizra? Welcome, welcome. I'm not sure what's going on with this room, but they're calling last call, so I don't know what's happening. Did all these teams decide that they no longer wanted to play? Let me find out what's going on. I will be right back, because obviously we don't want to start Miramar with 4 players in their seats. Let me find out what's happening. I will be right back. We do have a duo in here. Oh, we still have players up in slot 1, and look at this, they're almost all packed in here. We are missing one from team 22, but I think we're getting ready to roll. Let's get ready to rumble. This time we're going to be jumping with Vincer Mortham. 8 eliminations, 1,183 for Shirk. Let's go find Shirk and get him on our screen. Vincer Mortham, Team 8. Alright. Ibrahim OP. Yes, Ibrahim OP. And if we ever loading, there we go. Kizra, here is your map. Let me find Sharik over here and get him on our map over here, hopefully. There we go. There is your last match. Top Fragger giving him some screen time love for 578 seconds. I think I have time to go and make myself a coffee at this point. Did everybody have a good weekend, I hope? Let me put that map screen up there for you, and here you go. Our flight path. Ooh, we got a double flight path. We got a flight path coming in from that north side, going all the way to the south side, and then one all the way over on the east side, going all the way to the west side. Almost a cross going. Let's see where they're all going to meet, because looks like stadium might be under both of these flight paths, so we might have a bunch of teams right along in there. I think most of these teams that are on the east to westbound flight path, they're going to be going over towards that Neox factory. Kizra, look at that. We got teams going down to your favorite city. We got them going down to Jadina City. Let's see, who is this? I think that's Maybe. Oh, Maybe is jumping not too far away with Game Point. And our first zone pops, and we are going all the way to that northeast side. So this big cluster, and I do mean a big cluster. Over is this Yulin. Yes, it is right over the top of Yulin. Look at the cluster coming on down and in, and I think even Sharik is coming right into all of this, so we're gonna stay here for just a minute, see if Sharik, our last match top fragger, can do anything against all these teams that have come into Yulin. So we're over here at the temples. We do have TBSS over here. We got KD over here. Let me go ahead and show you. So we have Vincent Mortham Alfie over here. TBSS Voov over here. We got GG Good Game KD7 D Games Team 17 and Team 22 Luis Team. Oh, Sharik, at least he's able to get 2 level 1. Always got this nade primed and ready. Gets it right up and over, but he throws it over towards Woody, and Woody is able to find him from Vu. So let's see. Woody also knocked on that. So now let's see the Sour Boy over on this side trying to get those shots. And Sour Boy also gets found by Sanchi from Good Game. Let's see, where is Sanchi over here holding down one of the temples, trying to keep his head down and out of all this chaos. And it looks like he's going to try to push right up and in onto Team 12. Team 12, Boo, but the rest of his team also getting pulled up on, using the wide open over here. And look at this, his teammates all down on that recall. We still have all these teams in here. You can see that they are uphill. They are in each and every one of these temples down here in Yulin. Yulin, a big hot drop for EU. And now we got Alvina trying to get some of those nades up and over. And there's just so much chaos. I cannot catch in on who is doing all the fragging. Let's get on over here to Alfie Tikas. Up to an elimination, still coming up and around on top of all of this. Look at this. He is on the uphill of Yulin, trying to get those shots right on down and in. We also have a lot of chaos over at the Neox factory, as the Neox factory has teams, even a couple of teams up here on this roof. We've got Team 21, the top stars right here, with Team 19, My Valiant Victory. Not too far away, no names. And look on the edge. Over here in these edge buildings, we got Kill for Win right over here with Team 9, the Exotic Alliance. And then look at all the teams at that Neox factory. So let me put the iPad up there for just a second so you guys can check in on the Neox factory. Is your team in the Neox factory? We've got Team 9 pushing right up and in onto Kill for Win at the Neox factory. But let's get back on over here, see if our top fragger is still over here. Oh, he's got those sight lines right up in Alfie. So we'll go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit over here at the Neox factory. Welcome back, everyone, to match number 3. If you missed the scores, let me go ahead and put them back up there for you. Alfie with 37 total points, updated 34, and the FBI coming in with 21 total points. We are headed into match number 3, Erangel of the Bastards and Nova Jr. 200 euro grand finals, and they just hit that start. So now this time we're going to be jumping with up the goat. 8 eliminations, 1049 total damage. So let's find him, get on into this game. Hello, Emittez. 4 more days to your birthday. Happy birthday, especially to you. We're all here to tell you you're a special boo. I know it's cheesy, but it's mine, and YouTube can't copyright strike me on that chaos. 4 more days, Matthias, just in case I don't see you on your birthday. I want you to know I appreciate you. You are special to me. Let's see. The goat. There we go. Get him on the screen. Whoops, that's the wrong screen. But he's on the map screen. Let's get him down to Team 18 and get him on the screen. There is your last match, top fragger. And just in time for our map screen to go on up. Here we go into Miramar. We're coming in from that western wasteland wall just west of El Pozo, going across the top of El Pozo, just to the south of San Martin Hacienda del Patron area, to the south of the truck stop, and to the northern side of the Impala Islands. So there is your flight path, and here we are. We're going across cross that start line. And look at all the teams that have already jumped over towards that El Pozo area. So we do have 5 teams over here in that El Pozo area. We've got the FBI coming in on this western edge of El Pozo, right over here with Alfie. So we got some hot teams over here in this El Pozo area. It looks like a lot of them are pulling away from El Pozo. Only Vincent Mortam going down into El Pozo. We do have the 2 teams headed over towards Monte Nuevo. We've got the Wolves Esports right over here with Team 20, SWAT Europe. And our first zone is already popped. We're headed over towards that Leones area. Let's see if we end up on that western edge of Leones. I always call that the industrial edge. And look at this. Team 18 update over here with X-Apex and Team 12 in the zone. Sorry about that. Read a message. So let's go ahead and get him up on the screen as they are coming right on into this beautiful Impala area. You can see that they are jumping right on top of each other. Let's go ahead and put the screen up there. Uh-oh, go. Get out there, go. Move, move, move. Alright, so now let me see what else I can find, because we do have some fights going on over here in Impala as well, or Impala and Monte Nuevo. Sorry, let's get some side-by-side action going for you so that you can keep up with your teams. So SWAT, ooh, finding Baton. So, oh, what was that? It was a pan. We got a pan knock. Oh, and I think that was from Mary Jane, and now they're trying to get on over. So now SWAT is down to Kaya and Obscured. So now let's see what's going on. Obscuro. Let's see what's happening with Kaya. Kaya, oh, Kaya finding Element X tricks. So let's go. And what is happening over here? It's pretty quiet, but free punches over here. Punching the air. And now the Grinch taking some shots right up and over. And it looks like we are down to just a solo over here for in the zone. There it goes. So update. Up to 4 eliminations and SWAT. SWAT taken out on your right side by the Wolves. The Wolves, Mary Jane, up to 3 eliminations, but Wolves now down to just a duo. We lost Baton. We lost LMN Tricks as well. So now let me go ahead and put that map screen back up there. We are down to 17 teams that fast. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to find our next fights. It looks like San Martin area, maybe where our next one is. We do have Team 7 up on that radio tower hill, just above Team 17 down in San Martin. So you can see right on your mini map up in the upper right hand corner that the zone is right here going around these 2 teams. So we'll keep an eye on that for a minute. Let me check the map down below. Make sure that we're not missing Vengeance. Vengeance is also in a fight. Let's see, where is Vengeance? See if I can figure out where this fight is going off. I don't see it at the... Oh, there it is. Let's go on over here. Get some more side-by-side. See if we can catch some more of those fights. Not miss any. So Vengeance. Oh, there goes Apollo 60 down in that mining town. So now, oh, must have overextended from being. Oh, there it is. So now Team 17 wrapping up and around. Here comes the push by Next coming right up and in. Crispy trying to hold off the push as Team 17 are coming right up and over that edge. And it does look like we've got a standoff over in Minus Generalis, but I don't want to get off at either one of these fights. Crispy Crispy falling down that edge, so trying to get away from that push from Team 17. Look at that. Ooh, finding Razor right there. Razor taking out that fast. Now Crispy up to an elimination, but now he's got a couple of them right above him. Let's check in on Tupac. Tupac coming up around that edge as well. He's got that UMP. Woo! That UMP. Oh, that is 2 knocks for Tupac. So now, let's see what's happening on the right side of your screen. Team 16 pushing right up and in on the Team 15, but Tupac trying to hold off the push, and Tupac now, look at this. Aim got coming up and around, covering Tupac. You might be able to get that. So now, Crispy still down on that outside edge, down that wall, but we do have Sanchi right up over here as well. So now, let's go. We do have the fly up on the Red Rocks, trying to get those shots down on the Team 15. Team 15 are the Chrome Hearts in that building. Sanchi trying to hold off the push by Team 7 as Team 7 are coming up and around on the other side. Whew. And there it is. So there you got it. Team 7, Ritzy Esports taking over Radio Tower Hill. So now let me see what's happening right on over here with Vincere Mortem. We've got some issues right over here. We're going to try to get some smokes up and over to try to get our teammates picked back up. The Shoom Verumenon out of there, trying to get the FBI, and I feel like Deadlight. We've seen a lot of Deadlight today. He's trying to get on out of there. He's got the bike headed on out. So let's see. It looks like they're going to be able to get on out of this area. So I'm going to go ahead and find another fight because we still have some time, and it does look like the wolves are getting camped. So we'll go ahead and see if wolves can get through this. They're getting pinched between Team 19. Team 19 gatekeeping is setting up that trap, but they also have a team coming in from behind the FBI. It looks like the FBI are going to go ahead and circle around the outside of them. We still have the fight that's going on over in the mining town Minas Generalis, and I think Slonik might end up in this gatekeep. Maybe not. It does look like maybe they pulled on out, going ahead of them into zone and staying out of this blue, because who wants to use their meds this early in the match? Because you know meds are a resource for final zones that you just really want to keep in your pocket. So now he knows that they're right in front of him. That is Team 19, GUF, old school, but they are outside of that blue. And Slonik, look at that. He knew. He watched them coming right up and through. So let me go ahead and put this map up here. It looks like both of these are kind of slowing down a little bit. Let me get that map screen up there. There you go. And we'll keep an eye on what Slonik does as he's trying to get on through. Mary Jane over here with 4 eliminations already. Almost helping Slonik move that buggy just a little bit further. So it looks like they're gonna go ahead and get that edge going, because they are just a duo. They did win Monte Nuevo, but at a cost. They are now down to just a duo. So now we are starting to give quite a bit of distance between some of these teams. I do see Capizino, our very first match top fragger. They are trying to get on right on past him. Deadlight! Oh, that's not a place to park. Gotta hate it when your bike goes up the hill without you. Oh, what a shot across that wide open space by the Cappuccino himself. So they're right over here on this very southeast edge, or southwest, excuse me, edge, over by Chumacera. Alright, what else is going on. I do think that the wolves are going to end up in some trouble right on over here as they come right up and in onto Silent Mad. Look at that sunrise coming up over that ridge. Just trying to get some shots over onto the wolves, and the wolves are just getting right on out of there. So let me check in on our map, see if all our teams, yes, all our teams are in that zone now. So I'll go ahead and scroll it just to the zone. We can pay attention to that now. Ooh, it looks like Apex was able to find one of them from the wolves, so they must have driven right on into that. So let's see. Yes, Apex right here. Let's check in on 8888888. All right, so let me put that map screen up there because we've only got a few more seconds before zone 3. You can see that we've got quite a bit of distance, but these teams know where each other are. They know where they've just kind of called home for a moment. So now they have time to think about how they want to stop these teams from coming out of their compounds. They know these teams fairly well, so they know which direction they'll most likely travel on their next rotation, wherever the zone may end up. We've got 6 seconds to go to find out where that next zone is, and let's see what it is. Ooh, Shoom getting a knock over onto one. And we are headed over towards that western industrial edge of Leones and all that north side. So we do have zone here for the Apex Predators. So let's see. No, Team 14 are the X-Apex guys. X-Apex. My bad. Alright, so let's see what's happening way up here. In this north side, it looks like we got a solo trying to come out here. Ooh, Shoom overextended, and he was able to finish him off, and not before the godlike comes up and around and is able to finish him off. But we did lose Shoom in this. We do have 5 eliminations for the Vincere Mortem and some extra loot just for him. So now let's see what's happening on this north side of Leones. We've got another fight going on between Team 19 GUF and Old School versus Team 5 the Golden Guardians, coming right on in. Let's check in on the Nightmare with that pump shotty. He is now just a solo, as here comes all of Team 5 pushing right into the 5 stack on this northwest side of Leones. So now let me go ahead and see what else is happening. We have 3 teams outside of zone. The rest of the teams have already made their way into zone 3, but we've only got 20 more seconds until our zone pops again. Look at Nightmare trying to get some of those eliminations over onto the Golden Guardians, as the Golden Guardians are pushing right up and in onto the stairwell. He's trying to hold off the stairwell. He's just checking each and every angle with the pump shot. He is there, coming out and around. He is still full health, but he is, that 2-man push, too much from the Golden Guardians. And now we got another fight as they're still coming right on in. Let's see if I can figure out where this fight is, because at the moment I don't see where this fight is. So go ahead and put this right up. Oh, I see they're coming right up in now on right down below. There they are. Team 8 coming on in. Team 8 are the Union 31. Oh, what a nade. What a nade. So now let's see what's happening as Union 31 over on this western edge trying to hold off several of these teams from coming on in. And we've got knocks by nades as well. 14 seconds remaining on stage 3. We are still pushing pushing some of these teams over in that north side as well. Let me go ahead and put that map screen up because our zone's getting ready to collapse, and there it is. We are pulling to the north side of Leones, way over towards that Picado area. So we do have 2 or 3 teams, maybe even 4 teams already set up in their position for this zone. So now let's see what else is happening. It does look like with these 2 teams, the Golden Guardians are going to try to pull away from Team 8, Union 31, out of Leones. Let's get this right up and see if we can get our teammates picked back up, because we're down to a trio at the moment. If we can get 7 picked back up, and here they come right up and in. Joy Boy trying to hold them off just long enough to get their teammates back up and in the matches. The Union coming up and around on that other side. All these teams do have to rotate out of Leones, and here comes a nade right up and over by the Joy Boy himself. Joy Boy coming out and around right on the backside, does get those shots right on off, but Joy Boy instead, I thought Joy Boy was gonna get shot in the back, but he does manage to make it through all that chaos. So now we do have a couple of teams in some of these fights. Let me go ahead and put some Tupac on the screen. We'll go ahead and do this side by side because I saw another fight going off at this north side as well. Let's see what's happening. I think that fight may be over here for Vincere Mortem, but I do see Vengeance fly. It does look like Vengeance is getting pulled up on by a couple of different teams. Look at this. Right across from him, he's got Team 6 and 7 in a fight. He also has Team 7 wrapping up and around Team 21. Vincere Mortem, they are coming up right on that other side as well. So now, what a spot to be in. So we do have all these different angles on these cliffs, walls, the ridge lines, and here we go, another zone pop. We are still going up to that northwest side of the zone, so we are pulling them further and further towards that Picado area. Old School coming right up on that other side. Let's see what's happening over here with Silent Man. So Silent Man on this other side. So let's see. We still have a couple of teams that are coming in from that Leones area. They're going to have to come in and across this wide open space. So now let's go ahead and put some side by side as we've got some zone keepers coming. So yeah, so let's go ahead and find out what is going on. Sorry, I cannot read and talk at the same time, guys. I cannot do it. Alright, let's see what's happening over here with Team 6. Afterlife. Shaw trying not to get that toasty toe feeling. So, what is that? Oh, right up and in onto him. So now we're down to just a solo Windy trying to get those shots with the S12 as Team 13. First one a row over here in the longhouse. Oh, did we just get it? Oh, he got a 1v3, and he's also going to be able to get his teammate picked back up. And we got the side-by-side going on wrong. Let's get some Vincere over on the other side, guys. Sorry about that. That does happen occasionally. Sorry about that. The same screen, same player, same everything. I don't know what the odds are of that, but it happens. Alright. Abito coming in from the south side. Abito does have Team 14 coming right up on the other side of this ridgeline. Apex trying to come up and into the longhouse where we just watched all that chaos down in this Picado dip line. Look at that. It does look like we've got Jakey coming right up and over this ridgeline. Vincier Mortham on this backside, also trying to come up and in. Vincier Mortham up the 4 eliminations. Samitana. I can never say his name right. Alright, so our zone does pop again. And we are still going to these ridge lines. So all these teams that have lined up on the ridges over here by Picado. We are on this eastern edge of Picado, coming right up and in down to the top 5 teams. We still have Alfie in first place. Team 6. We've also got Afterlife coming right up and inside. Let Mad Vengeance fly on the wall. Jakey with those shots right up and across the way. So let's see if we can get some sky view of what is happening. And if I can click on somebody on over here, fly coming up and in onto all this chaos on this Picado ridgeline. So fly coming up right behind Team 10. But Team 10 getting pushed up on by Alfie. And we also have Team 6 coming right up and in. Jakey going down. So now let's see if we can find out what's happening with DKC. His last one still standing. As we've got Fly coming up. We also have Team 10 and 6 about ready to face off on this other side. Let me go ahead and put this iPad up here and show you what we can see from the helicopter view. So down below we've got Team 10, Team 6, and Team 16 all right along this ridgeline. Team 6 trying to use the smokes. Team 10 also smoking as Team 16, the solo, trying to come up and over the ridgeline. Then over here we've got Alfie pushing on in. So now let's go ahead and put the side by side so you can see some action from the helicopter view and some of this fragging action from these fraggers coming right up in. Vengeance Fly does get found, so now we're down to just Alfie, Afterlife, and Silent Mad. So Afterlife still trying to push up this ridgeline. Afterlife, look at all the smoke plumes coming up and around. Still trying to get these lines of sight up and in. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it like that because you can see where your players are now, guys. And now I'm going to go ahead and check in on who the top fragger is over here. We have 3 players with 3 eliminations. Ooh, Wendy from Afterlife right on over here. Up to 5 eliminations. Wendy still trying to push right up and in onto Alfie. Alfie on this backside and Jakey going down. So now it is just up to Tikas. Tikas versus Wendy. And here it comes for the win. Ooh, Wendy going down. So now it's just up to Misha if I can get my mouse over here fast enough. Misha trying to come up and around. Misha down below. Tikas afraid to pull over that ridgeline and overextend, but there you have it. Alfie coming in first with 9 eliminations. Coming in second, we do have the Afterlife with Wendy getting 5 of the eliminations. Coming in third, Silent Mad with 7. Ooh, that almost came out wrong. 7 eliminations. GG, Silent Mad. GG, top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 through 18. And 19. Sad OP. Ooh, the MVP, Afterlife Windy, 5 eliminations, 402 damage. So we'll be jumping with Windy when we come right back for match 4 of 5. So hang on, I'll be right back. Factory, see if we can find out what kind of fights are going on, because Team 3, No Names, has pushed in from the racetrack, and now they are trying to push right up in onto Team 19, My Valiant Victory. And we still are, going down to that Molly, going right on out for the top stars. So now the top stars are down to just a solo. And we got some chaos for Caligari. Oh, right up and over. And now that S12 put in some work as Team 9 are pushing right up and in onto him, and he goes down. And so now let's see what else is happening up on top of this. We still have kill for win over on the other side of the map. So now let's see if we can get back over towards this Neox factory, because there's just too much action happening. We still have 3 teams over here, and they are starting to clear on out. We still have a solo from No Names. We have a trio. Oh, we got another one coming right up in our last match. Top fragger does go down. We still have all these teams all the way over here in the blue. So over in the blue, we have Alfie still here. We have Vincent Mortham, Shroom, the last one over here. Shroom gets taken down and out. So let's get back on over to Yulin, because we don't want to miss the rest of them. We do have teams that are starting to move on out, but they are now fighting the blue zone as well. And I'm not sure I clicked on anyone over here. Let's try this one more time. 1 for all. Also coming right up and in onto Yulin. So we have even more chaos going on in Yulin. Over here at the temples. And don't forget, the temples are out in the blue. And we are still heading to that northeast edge of Rondo, the map of chaos, the map for fraggers. And we are trying to get some eliminations. Looks like King is going to go ahead and head on down and out. Let's see if we can find another fragger over here. So now we still have good game. Team 14 over here trying to get those eyes over onto Team 20 as they are trying to rotate on out of there. And Albania right on over here. Hello, Sultan. Hello, how are you, the Sultan in my chat? All right. TBSS also trying to get those shots over onto Team 20, moving on out. Albana right here on this balcony, keeping an eye, but you can see that we are down to about 3 teams over here. So now let's go ahead and shift our focus over to the zone, because the zone only has a few teams over in here, and I feel like we're about ready to get another fight right on over here. His brutal team is coming up right behind No Names. You can see No Names just taking those shots as brutal, trying to get up and over these flatlands, headed over towards the zone area. And also not too far away, we did have Rue. So let's see what's happening in the zone though. Outside, in the zone, in the play zone. And Team 13 trying to survive this fight. And I think that is it for Team 13 right at the center zone compound. So now let's see what else is happening. It looks like the Neox factory still has a bit of chaos going on over here. Shamsu Shamsu Dominican, he is right over here with all 4 of them from the Exotic Alliance. And I don't think the Exotic Alliance is gonna gonna know that there is a solo just standing there AFK. So let me go ahead and put that map screen up. You guys can check in on where your teams may be. Looks like we got some rotations not too far away from Vood, trying to get on in the zone. And I do see that one of them from Team 9 does seem to look like he found that AFK over here, and he does. He finds the AFK and takes him on out. There they go. So now an extra little chicken nugget for the team over here at the Neox factory. Neox factory completely cleaned out. EA, the remaining team over here. Looks like we got a chaos going on over at this western edge. Let's go ahead and get back into this match. Check in on Mystic Esports taking the fight on with Maybe. Maybe does get a knock on. Ooh, and Sexy goes out. So now Sugar is the last one still standing for Team 4. Mystic Esports maybe coming in hard. So let's check in on what the Witcher is doing. Witcher getting some of that. It looks like maybe Spencer was up on that ridge line but didn't quite see what was happening up there. Alright, let's go on over. Oh, we just missed a fight up on that side, but let's come down to the southwest edge zone. We've got Team 13, the veterans, right on this edge, and we're trying to get some shots. It's Team 7. Team 7 gets some tires squished onto that next one. You next now, getting that nade up and ready is Team 16. The brutal team comes pulling right up and in onto the veterans. And he is trying to hold down this compound. He's down to just a duo over here. You next, still throwing those smokes, trying to keep the sight lines from Brutal, and the nades, the pre-nades going out through those windows. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little more as they are trying to get over to this new zone. We only have 11 seconds in stage 3. Next is down to a solo now, and you can hear the footsteps are pushing right up and in onto him. He's got this S12K trying to come out around, and is able to find the push from Brutal. One pushing right up and in, but if you look at the mini map, there are still several teams coming right up and in, and here comes Vincer Martham coming up onto this hilltop right above it all. And not too far away is Team 7 game point on that backside. Let's check in on Shirk. We are coming into the heaviest part of the zone. The zone has all of these teams pushing right up and in. You can see 1 for all. Alfie coming in. We've got the Doritos from the sky falling, trying to protect the emergency cover sticks coming on down. And we've got chaos on this map. And so, ooh, Shirk, tires squished from Frizz coming right up and in and over right through that smoker. Let me. Hello everyone, and welcome back to match number 4 of the Bastards Nova Junior Grand Finals, €200. Here are your scores going into match number 4 of 5. Alfie pulling in the lead. Look at the jump in the lead for Alfie, up to 56 total points. Update up to 39 in second. Silent Mad 1 point ahead of the FBI Esports. Silent Mad with 24, FBI with 23, and then we've got a couple in 21 and a 20 couple. Look at all the 19s going all the way down to slot 11. So it is still Still a lot of really close teams going on, so let's get into match number 4. We should be seeing them heading on in. Union 31, we got some empty seats going on here, and I think Union 31, the only team not in here at the moment. We are on hard start. We're 2 minutes after hard start, to be honest. Hello everyone, I hope you guys had a great weekend or are having a great weekend depending on where you are in the world. I hope you are doing amazing. Please, if you could, remember to hit that like. It helps these players, these teams, these servers, and me get out into that YouTube algorithm. Let them see these sweaty matches. Alright, Union still coming in. Union 31. Oh, it looks like we all the teams loaded in while I was over here. As Dr. Chemist likes to say, just a yapping. I'll be a yapping. This time we're going to be jumping with Windy from Afterlife with 5 eliminations, 402 damage. So let's get into this match. Hop on over to Team 6 and find Windy. Windy. Alright, let's see. Found the Windy over here. And hello, Mary Jane. And where's Windy over here? Get that top fragger. Look at that. Pretty little prom dress. Oh, or is that a wedding dress? Who knows? We are dressed for the occasion, though. Windy, MVP, ready for the tiara. Alright, 7 seconds. Let's go ahead and put this map screen up there. There you go. And let's see where we're going. We're coming in from the very northwest corner. Up in that corner, all the way down between the ruins, La Cavalria, over Crater Fields, Power Grid, Picado, straight through Leones and the southern farms, Los Leon. Coming out the other side, south of Puerto Paricio. So there you go. There is your flight path. And not too many jumping off towards their ruins area. But it does look like we got a cluster headed over to La Gabaria. So I see update going on over there with, let's see if I can catch it. I think it's Team 14, the X-Apex. Yes, it is. I clicked on them finally. And now, here we go, Afterlife, headed on in with quite the cluster. If you look up in that mini-map, you can see that there are several teams jumping with Windy. We got Team 6, 7, 11, 16, and 17 all headed over towards this area. So our zone has not popped yet. I will try to catch some of these early fights as soon as that first zone, there it is. It's going all the way back up to the northwest of La Gabaria, close to center zone. So it does look like Windy and the team have decided to go ahead and get away from that Hacienda del Patron. So I think, they're still dropping right on over here, though, that they do have another team right here. They've got the FBI and Vengeance team right on top of them. Let's go ahead and get this on up. Windy already, the top fragger of the last match, already getting one of the very first knocks of the match over onto the FBI. But the FBI also has one right behind that shack. We've also got some other fights going on the screen, so let's see what's happening right on over here. We'll get some side-by-side action, get you guys into as many of these fights as I possibly can. Windy getting an elimination and coming around with the M249 and the Tommy gun, getting that nade out. Windy getting ready to maybe get a couple more limbs. That nade could be good over onto the FBI. Look at that. Windy does get some shots over onto the Devil. The Devil is down to about 5 HP. Windy, oh, Windy going down. Woo, so Daria too far away to help, but we do have, let's see if I can catch in on Misha. Misha's still trying to hold off the push from the other side as they are now all starting to push right up and around. So let's see what else is happening over here. You see that Team 7, Ritzy Esports, is up to 4 eliminations, but we still have one over here from Team 6, Afterlife. So that's where they're headed now, maybe. So La Cabrera also with a fight going on. Let's see what's happening right on over here. We've got a standoff between Team 18 Update and Team 14, the X Apex. So now let's see. Misha down to 5 HP. Does not like that 5 HP feeling. None of us do. The Devil also down to about 20 HP. Tikus. There goes Alfie Tikus. So now Alfie is also in a fight. The Devil. Devil down to about 5 HP. Up to 2 eliminations. But they are down to just a duo over here with Team 6, Afterlife. So Afterlife, we did lose the last match, Top Fragger Windy, but they are still holding them off. And you can see that we've got an active fight in La Cabrera as well. So now, let's see. SWAT versus the Wolves. There goes LMN Tricks out. And we've also got, we got the Native Esports also in a fight. So as soon as we can find out what is going on over here, let's pop on over to Afterlife and check in on Daria, because Daria is also, if you can look up into this mini map right here, you can see that Daria has 2 teams pushing up and around. We got Team 16 now coming in on that push. This is Vengeance team coming up and in. Vengeance gets knocked by Team 7, Ritzy Esports. Daria getting one of those eliminations, and we still have more teams coming up into this little compound just to the north side of Hacienda del Patrons and Martin Western Edge. So let's see, it does looks like we've got a winner. Team 18 Update coming out of La Cabrera, taking over the La Cabrera area. Let's see, I did miss that fight going on. We do have the fight that's happening over here in Mate Nuevo. So let me go ahead and put these side by side one more time. We got Mary Jane from the Wolves Esports going down and out, and Slonik now the last one's still standing. As here comes the push by Team 20 SWAT in Europe coming up. Oh, that was a nasty name. Alright, there we go. So now let's see what else is happening. We still have this chaos over here. We've also got a bit of chaos going on for Vincier Mortam, and oh, there goes Daria. So now we're down to just Misha. Misha still has 3 teams right on top of them. So we've got Team 16, Team 11, and Team 7 all right in this little compound to the north side of Hacienda del Patron. So we are still going to stay over onto this, but we're going to watch the other fights as much as possible. We are just now starting to get into stage 2. We only have 9 seconds left and down to 16 teams. Let me go ahead and put this map screen back up here. Give you guys an idea how far north we are. Look at this north zone. So now, stage 2, we are still going north. We still have that northern edge coming off the top. So we still have just a little bit, like 5% of that north wall and beyond So unplayable area. Misha trying to stay quiet as all these teams are trying to figure out. Look at this. We've got 3 solos and a trio. Let's check in on Airborne. Airborne for Vengeance may end up being the FBI. Look at this. The FBI right on inside this, right in this house. Does the FBI, does Airborne know the FBI is right behind him? Airborne with their back to the solo. So now look at this. They're trying to hold it off. Misha trying to stay out of, staying out of all the mollies and the pushes by all these teams. Misha going down, but let's not forget we get the FBI Devil over here as well. The remaining solo from this chaos just to the north side of Hacienda. So now let's get on over here and find out what is happening with the Union 31 as they're trying to get on into zone, getting gate kept by by Team 20, SWAT Europe already just on the other side of the blue zone. So the Union 31 trying to come out of that, and look at that from behind. Union 31, I think that said Aiden Boyd, all the way down at this backside, trying to get those shots right up in. Let me put this map back up there, give you an idea of where all these teams are coming in from the blue. Good night, good night, sad, sweet dreams to you. Alright, so now we still have a solo up here from a team that, there he goes. So we are down to 12 teams. Let me put this map screen up there. We finally can take a breather from all these chaos fights at the start. We are down to 40 players, 12 teams, and look at this. Union 31 watching as SWAT Europe gets into the rotation and it decides to go ahead and, oh, they got to go pick up their teammates because they've got a knocked teammate, but they do have another team that's coming up not too far away. Team 13 is not that far away from all of this. Let's check in on 13. Frozen. It looks like they're going to go ahead and come down and through the gap, trying to get away from the chaos that's going on, that's over on that other side. So let's go. Let's see what's going on. The Golden Guardians also in a fight. Let's see, where are the Golden Guardians? It looks like they're right on over here. Let's head on over to this side. The Eastern Edge is here. The Golden Guardians are getting pulled up on. Look at that scrape coming in the zone. Coming up onto the Golden Guardians. The Golden Guardians in this hilltop compound. But look at this, 7 going on down, 7-17 are pulling, trying to get some idea where they are getting into their positions. And looks like SWAT just finishing off a solo as they're going on in. Let me go ahead and get that in here. Looks like we're starting to cluster on the hilltops right between Crater Fields and Water Treatment. We do have 24 seconds, so let's see if we can find another fight before we switch over to the new zone. Let me see. I do think we got Team 15, the Chrome Hearts. They're trying to come on into that zone. Let me go ahead and put that map screen up. We have 5 seconds to find out just where we're headed now, and we are headed still over towards that oasis. The oasis all the way to the north, still in this next zone. So we do have the water treatment to oasis between La Cabrera and Toromunda. So there it is. Caesar! Hello, Caesar. Big fan, Caesar. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get into this action now, guys. Let's see. Where is the action? I'm going to head back over to that western side. The western side does seem to have quite a bit going on, but they are in zone over here. So let's check in on what is happening for the chill guy. Chill guy just trying to chill on over here as a solo, but he does have some hard cover to keep him from getting seen by a lot of these teams that are over here right next to him. So now let's go ahead and find out what else is happening. I feel like Chrome may be following the same rotation, or let's see if they are watching the rotation. Let's go ahead and check on what is happening as Chrome Hearts are coming in right behind. It's in zone. So let's see. It's in the zone. Alright, so most of these teams are now getting into the zone. I don't see very many zone sweeps. Looks like Chrome Hearts are doing a zone sweep. We still have Alfie Jakey in this. Alfie Jakey is getting ready to leave the Gabaria area. We do have Vincier Mortham. They are doing a zone sweep. The rest of these teams are going ahead and getting into that zone, getting set up for whatever push may be coming their way. There you go. You can check in on the screen. See if your team is still in it. If your team is in, let me know in the chat and we'll go and check in on them. We are down to 11 teams, 36 players. Free punch back in for another elimination. Let's go and see if we can find that free punch. I don't remember exactly where he was, but I did manage to find him on over here. His team 13 are coming up and around. Free punch right on down below. Look at this. He's trying to get those. Oh, here comes Jakey. Jakey trying to come in from this north side. Jakey is going to have some of those issues coming in as a solo, but he does make it into the zone. Let me go ahead and scroll on in. We still have 26 seconds. There goes Jakey. Jakey is taken out. We do have update up to 6 eliminations, and now Alfie. Alfie is out, but don't forget, Alfie was in number 1. They're ahead by about 20 points. I don't remember exact number at the moment, but they did not get any placement points this match. So let's see what the rest of these teams can do. And our zone pulls over towards this western side. Look at that. Still just over by the oasis. So we do have just that southern tip of the oasis, but we've got the hills and the road separating out. So right on down, I'm guessing, this is just my guess, but I feel like right about here, Godlike, I feel like he's going to be right in those final zones. But look at the view he has from above, sitting on these cliffs, already mountain goating right up onto the top of this. If you look on the map, you can see that the southern side is getting pretty full, but we do have several zone sweepers going on at the moment. Look at all the zone sweepers in the rotations coming up and around, coming down from that oasis area. They're going to wrap up counterclockwise, going up to the oasis. They may end up right on top of Vincier Mortham at the top of these hills, but they do. Vincier already up here has some great sight lines. Vincier may be in the position to win this Miramar match. Let me know if you agree. We do have the Golden Guardians coming in from that very far eastern edge. They are doing the zone sweep. And there goes the final one. So let's see what is out here. It looks like we do have the Chrome Hearts coming up and around behind. It's in zone. So now let's see it's in zone. Let's see if I can find them. Are they on here? No, oh, Alfie is still in it. I was thinking Jakey was the last one. So Alfie is still in this, guys. Alfie right on over here in zone max. Maybe the last one still standing. Oh, they are down to just a duo, though. Dark does get taken down by the zone. And the zone shifts over to that western edge. So now, let me go ahead and get you back into this match and see what's going to happen, because now we are going into stage 5. So stage 5, the stage of anarchy, and we are still right on that road, right on these cliff sides. Max coming out right into Team 15, the Chrome Hearts already sitting right there. Obito from Alfie trying to hold off the push from the Golden Guardians coming right up and in onto it. And we also have another battle going on down at the southern side. Let me go ahead and put this side by side. You can see that Team 13 are also coming in onto. Let me get the Cappuccino up as he is getting pushed up in. And I got both sides. Let's get on over here to the GOAT. The GOAT was the last match top fragger over here for updating. GOAT is in a violent fight over here with Team 10. Team 10, the Silent Man, pushing right up and in the GOAT. Oh, the GOAT going down. So now we are down to just Free Punch. Free Punch is the last one still standing, coming up and against the Silent Man, and now he's getting ready to throw that nade right up and over. That nade could take out at least one of them, and Free Punch, look at this, they are coming right up and around. Free Punch trying to get those shots right on through the window, and now here they come on all sides. Free Punch can see him through the windows, and it's a 1v4 situation. Free Punch gets another one knocked. He's got 2 of them knocked now, and he had to reload. So now let me go ahead and show you this map, show you where we are. Some of these teams are still right out in that blue, and the blue is starting to hurt. We're going into stage 6. Let me show you where we're going. And look at this. We're down to the top 4 teams. Hello, Spidey. Always on top. So now, let's see what teams we still have in play. We have Team 5, the Golden Guardians. Team 15, Chrome Heart with a solo. Team 20, SWAT Europe. And Team 21, Vincere Mortem. And Vincere Mortem still in the zone up there on top of the ridges. So now let's see what's going on with Godlike. He is up to 3 eliminations, and he has got the Bird's Nest Eye View SWAT coming in from that far west, and he is just watching them like a hawk. A hawk from the top of the mountain, that is. Alright, so now let's see. We still have Chrome Hearts coming in behind Vincere Mortem, and we also have Joy Boy down below this ridge line. So he trying to throw those nades up and over. I'll go ahead and put this on the side by side so you can see what Joy Boy versus Godlike and SWAT. Godlike moves, and SWAT is able to come all the way up and in. Look at SWAT. What timing. That was perfect timing for SWAT Europe to come on in. Godlike trying to get that last one. So now there are 2 down, and now he just saw the remainder of SWAT Europe trying to come up and around. Aiden Boy, right on the other side, throwing those nades up and over on the Godlike. And we still have Joy Boy down below. We're down to the top 3 teams. So we still have Joy Boy and 717 for the Golden Guardians. We've got SWAT down to just a duo. We've got Aiden Boy in Obscure against all 4 of them from Vincere Mortem. Vincere Mortem with this placement by the IGL, and now here it is. We're down to the final two teams. We still have a solo. It is Aiden Boy against all of them, and Godlike going down to Aiden Boy, but that is it. Coming in first, Vincere Mortem with 11 eliminations. Coming in second, SWAT Europe with 8 eliminations. And the Golden Guardians coming in third with 3 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and 19. Going all out. SWAT Aiden Boy, 4 eliminations, 731 damage. So for tonight's final match of the Bastards and Nova Junior 200 Euro Grand Finals, we will be jumping with Aiden Boy. I'll be right back with the scores as well, so be right back. Let's see if I can find Frizz over here with tires. Splatter right on this edge, and he is still on the southeast edge where all these teams, you can see in the distance, all these teams that are right here on top of them. Team 7, Team 16, right on the other side of this ridge, and Frizz trying to throw those smokes, trying to get Bajira picked back up. Where is Flavius? Flavius is the one that's going to try to get him picked back up. Now, let's go on over to this north side as TBSS coming in right in between these teams, coming right up and over onto Team 7. But we do have, they did drive right on through my Valiant Victory and Team 22, the Luis team. Luis the 14. Alright, so let's go. Let's go ahead and scroll it on in just a little bit more. You can see on the map that we've got teams still trying to get into this final zone, or into this zone there, all the way over on that western edge. But we've got TBSS still trying to work his way right up and in, and they are outside of the zone. Now the huge chaos over on this northwest edge. Luis team right over here trying to hold off Team 11. Maybe right behind Helbit, right on this edge of zone. And so they are just coming in, but they do have 8 eliminations. They're going to be coming right into TBSS, and they are now getting shot at right on the other side of this hill by the top stars. The top stars right on the other side of this. Let's get on over to Perfecto, trying to come up and into zone. Look at him trying to come up onto these ridge lines right on top of Alfie, but Alfie does have an anchor into zone. The rest of the team trying to come into zone right between Team 21, the top stars, and 17, KD also trying to get on into all of this. And let's see what the Bronx are doing. The Bronx right over here on this edge. The Bronx not having any better over here, because we got 3 teams over on the other side still trying to come out in limit. Checking on that top fragger. Top fragger still on this north side trying to push on in. Let me scroll on in just a little bit. And now we are on the very northern edge of zone. We do have all these teams, and we got nades coming in over our heads in this dip. The terrain just getting deeper for the Exotic Alliances. TBSS, there goes the tornado. The last man stop fragger pulling right up next to him. This nade going right up and over. Reflex trying to get the better angle on top of TBSS right down below. TBSS Tornado jumping up, and now Reflex down to 1 HP as he is trying, and here comes, oh, from TBSS's game point on the other side, also trying to push up onto this ridge line, also trying to get to the top of this hill. While you watch this, let me scroll on in just a little bit more. Let's see if we can get some sky view of what is happening into this dip. We do have EA getting pinched by TBS and the Mollies. What a nade! What a nade right up and over onto him as we were watching from the side. And now the Groza trying to throw this nade as EA trying to drive in through that smoke. And here he comes right up and around. And he's able to get that, but the Mollies are coming right at him. And we still have Team 5 kill for win trying to come up right behind him. Alfie's down to that south side of the zone. And look at this, the Groza down to about 5 HP. The last one's still standing. As we do have the, look at this, frozen up to 7 eliminations, trying to get those nades up and over. We're down to the top 4 teams. We still have TBSS, Game Point. We've got the Exotic Alliance and Alfie coming up from the southern side of the road. And Tornado, our last match top fragger, is still in this. So Tornado pinched now between the two teams because we're down to the final 3 teams over here. And here comes Alfie pushing right up and in. Frozen goes down. Let's go on over to see what Cappuccino taking down Tornado. So now we are down to the final 2 teams, guys. We have EA coming in from the top, Frozen getting re-res. Oh, and Deacus with that nade up and over, and there you have it. Match number 3 going to the Exotic Alliance. We got 19 total points. 19, my valiant victory. Ooh, what's happening over here? Let me just see what's happening with GP Canducci. I still think that sounds like a name of a dance. Trying to get out of there. Game Point getting shot at over here by Team 21. Perfecto from the top stars. He's like, give me that stuff. That's my stuff. Alright, it looks like maybe Cantucci maybe going up onto that ridgeline to get better angles over on Perfecto. Perfecto needs to keep his head down, guys. Keep your head down. Alright, oh, the fight did start over here in Impala. One for all. King 2A down. So I think we're going to be able to get him picked back up. Frizz right up on top, though. Frizz has an elimination, and you can see you next. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our final match of the Bastards versus Bastards and Nova Junior. This is the grand finals, €200, and we are closing into tonight's final match. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, Alfie still in the lead by 10 points. They are up to 60 total points. Update, up to 50 total points. Vincere Mortham pulling into third with 42. SWAT Europe all the way down to, let's see, we still have some 19s over here, but look at the spread from 33 to 12. Or 33 to, yeah. Team 4. 33 points. There we go. And Team 12 with 19. So there it is. Woo! I need some more coffee, I think, guys. More coffee, please. And as you can see over here, we are still loading on in. So I'll put those scores back up. We are on hard start, so we should be starting at any time. As soon as these teams do load in, we're actually 2 minutes past hard start. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Last call. This could be a rough Miramar, guys, with only a few teams in here. Hopefully they'll start coming on in. There they go. Now they're coming on in. You know how they say, if there's a last second to join, that's the second that fills up the whole thing. We got the Wolves in their seats. We got the Golden Guardians in their seats. Let's see. Team 7, Ritzy Esports. Team 8, Union 31. Shout out to these teams that are ready to go. Team 9, Native Esports. Team 13, for first one row, 15 Chrome Heart, 16 Vengeance Team. Look at this, all these teams are in their seat. It's the top teams up in here that are kind of slacking. So we're missing Afterlife. Afterlife was doing so well. Wendy coming in as a top fragger, one of those matches. Team 12 and Team 14 in the zone. And first one row. Both of these teams are missing at the moment. We are past hard start, so hopefully we'll get it all figured out. If you guys could remember, please hit the like, hit the subscribe. That helps me out a lot. Ooh, almost at 2,300 subs. Thank you everyone. 2 more subs, that would be amazing. So I'll go ahead and put this back up there, give you guys a few more seconds to check in on your scores. Remember, these are unofficial scores. The teams do have time, if there's a discrepancy, to dispute these scores, but they will be close. They shouldn't be that far out. And I thought I saw them hit the start, maybe not. Oh, they did. All right, so this time we're going to be jumping with SWAT Europe. Aiden boy, we got to see that cliff climb at the end. 4 eliminations, 731 damage. And something I've noticed is that a lot of these top fraggers, they're coming in with 4 eliminations, but a lot of damage. So they're getting their shots in, but they're not going down all that easy. So now let's see if I can find them really quickly, because I already, let's see, where was he? Where is he? There he is, right there on the screen. I was right. All right, so Team 20, let's see if I can get him. Nope, couldn't get him fast enough. Let me go ahead and put that map screen up. Here we go. We're coming in from the prison, guys. We're coming all the way up across that map and headed towards the Oasis. So we're going over the top of Valle del Mar to the eastern side of Monte Nuevo, west of the power grid, right between Crater Fields, Water Treatment, La Cabarilla, Torremunda area, and dumping off over the Oasis. So if we have any AFKs, they will be chicken nuggets. So are we going to have some hot drops? Let's see what's going to happen next. So Aiden boy, our last match top fragger, headed down already off this plane. Let's see, where is he going? Looks like they're in a cluster of teams. So let's see if we can figure out if he's going to be headed over towards the farms to the east of Monte Nuevo. Our first zone does pop, and we're going down to Leones one more time. These sports rooms with these smaller zones It could be fast and furious, this final match. It does look like we got quite the cluster as well over that San Martin area. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and grab this wobble van and get away from the wolves. We may be pushing up into the wolves, but I'm not sure because we do have to travel a bit. So let me go ahead and put some side-by-side action on the screen because we do have Ritzy Esports in a fight over here in San Martin. So let's see what's happening with Ritzy. Ritzy already got an elimination over here onto Union 31. So I'll go ahead and put Union 31 on the screen. They are over here in Bills. And the FBI versus the Chrome Hearts. Where's this going on? See if I can find this fight. FBI Chrome Hearts. And let's see, over here at the Hacienda del Patron, here we go, and the FBI, all four of them taking over the Hacienda del Patron. We got 2 for Delay and 2 for Marcus, but we do have Vengeance not too far away. Let's check up in La Cabrera because we also have a fight going on in La Cabrera. SWAT now in that fight over here as well. And, oh no, SWAT crazy. So, Aiden Boy getting taken down and out. Sloanick coming in. SWAT is down. Oh, there goes SWAT. SWAT getting it. Just Kaya. Kaya's the last one. Still standing for SWAT. Trying to get away from the wolves. And Kaya is getting right on out of there. We still have to fight over in San Martin as well. But let's head up over towards the... Let's go with Goat. Says Goat was a top fragger of tonight. We're up here in let's see, we are in La Cabrera, and these teams have got a long way to rotate, so they're going to get into this early fight. I see Maltro. Oh, Maltro, he sees you right. Oh, Maltro versus the Goat getting that pan out, getting look at, he's already getting that swing on, and it does look like we got Team 17 next coming out of San Martin. Let's go on over here and find out. Ooh, Alfie taking on the wolves over here. So Tika's trying to get those shots over onto LMN Tricks. But now we are getting the wolves coming up and around on your right hand side. And now update is coming up and in on top of Team 19. GUF Old School. We got nades coming out and over the action. You decide which side you want to watch as Alfie versus the Wolves. On the right, update versus GUF Old School up in La Cabrera. The Wolves getting another knock over onto one of them, and it looks like Tikas might have gotten him down. Sloanick down to 1 HP, but Sloanick is still in this. Sloanick trying to get that heal off, and Baton not too far away. Sloanick gets that heal and is able to get that knock over onto Tikas. So now he is still... Oh, they were able to come up and around him. The Wolves are down to just Baton. Baton trying to heal up, but it is now Baton versus all 3 of them from Alfie. And don't forget, Alfie is in the lead. And so now we still have the fight up here in the blue. Let's not forget, we got to get all the way down to Los Leon, and we are up on the left-hand side in La Cabrera. And there goes another one out to the Goat. So the Goat is able to get an elimination, but we do have Team 19 GUF times the Old School down to just let's see, I just see a duo over here. It looks like we got a couple of them that have already left on out, and look at the update trying to come up and in over here onto Pete. Oh, let's see, free point right here. Is that what it says? I read it wrong. Free. I cannot figure out what that says, guys. I cannot figure it out. Alright, so now, looks like Alfie up to 5 eliminations over onto this side. Let me go ahead and put that map up there. And we shall see what is happening for this. Is now we do have free right on over here. I'm not sure what his name is, guys. 1419 GUF old school. What a nade by Free Punch right up and over, right through that window. So now our zones goes, and it's almost the exact same zone. It just zooms in a little bit into that southern Los Leones area. So now let's get on over to Cappuccino. Cappuccino is right here on top of another team as well. We do have, let's see, it looks like they went ahead and moved on out. That was Vincier Mortem, and over on to that western edge of San Martin, we also have Team 9 Native Esports. Native Esports are now right over here, not too far away from the Silent Mad. The Silent Mad right up in front of them. And we are slowing down because it does look like Carzo's watching the rotations as they are coming up and around. So let's go ahead and scroll on in on this map over onto this side. There's nobody on the eastern edge, so I'm going to move this on over. Cars go trying to get some of those shots right. Oh, look at that, he's right there. He popped up and over, but he does not connect. And they're both down about 5 HP, but he is able to get the knock. So now Silent Mad trying to come up and around that other side down to just the solo. Shaft is the last one still standing, and he still has the team's 9 all the way up and around. Dicas! Oh yes, Dicas. So now let's see what is going on. We still are in the blue over here, way up by this power grid area, and we also have Next, not that far away. Next may be coming up and into this third party, because we are in zone 2, but we are down to 10 teams. 10 teams in zone 2, and we still have Alfie all the way over in Monte Nuevo. They haven't finished looting up to come on in for the next fight. The next round of fights that are coming in. So we are down to 20 seconds before zone 3. I'm going to go ahead and get the map set up so we can keep an eye on where the teams are rotating. It's a good time for me to put that map up there. Tell me, of these 10 teams going into stage 3, is your team still in it? You need to let me know. Please hit that like for these players, these teams, the Bastards, Bastards times Nova Jr. and me. We all appreciate the likes, but it does help us get out into that YouTube algorithm as well. Alright, minute 32 left of stage 2, and it looks like we're getting, does look like Nexus decided to go ahead and move on out, but we do have update coming in from this all the way down from La Cabarilla right into the chaos that we were just watching from Silent Mad and update. So her Silent Mad, and there we go, Silent Mad. What is going on? We have 4 teams over here now, way up in the blue. 4 teams all the way up onto this upper upper northern side, so we still have Silent Mag coming down. We have Next coming down. We have Update coming down and all right on top of each other. You can see that on the map in our zone. Still a lot of water as well. About 30% water. So now let's see. Look at this. We still have the fight over here between. Oh, I just got out of zone for that. So now let's see if I can find out what happened. I do think that Next might have been taken down and out. Oh, over here. Let's see what's going on. We got Native Esports right here. Next to Next. There's Next. I see Next. Alright, there they are on my screen. So, we do have a solo, though, for Native Esports, and he is still trying to figure out where his loot is. And look at this. We are still going to Leones, and we are all getting set up in this map. You can see on that western edge, we've got a lot of zone sweeps coming down and through from that western edge coming down and to the southern side of Los Leon. They are all going to end up right on top of each other. And we are down to 9 teams, and we're only in a minute 31 left of stage 3. Crazy chaos. So let's get on in and see what's happening all the way down in Leones, because we do have an active fight now between 21 and 13 Vincere Mortem in a fight with first one row, and oh, it's taken right on out. Let's see what's going on with Zin over here. Lulu taking those shots as Vincere Mortem coming up and over the top in the tire squish. Alright, so now just a solo. Look at this. He's got that M1 Grand. Look at this. Trying to get those shots right in and across. If he would have had one more shot in there, he would have taken that helmet clean up. But we also have the Golden Guardians coming up and over on the other side. The Guardians all the way on the top of that ridge line. If you look over to the east side, so they are taken from the center all the way over to the east. They've got that whole southeast quadrant to themselves, and to the north of them, they also have that full quadrant to themselves. That is Vengeance Team. So let's go ahead and check in on the southwest side where all these teams are coming on in. We still have one from that Alfie team coming up and in. We got a duo Obito trying to come on in right in on top of you. SWAT Europe, and SWAT Europe has Vincere Mortem, so Cappuccino, the last one, still standing over here on the western industrial edge of Leones. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening on the map. Let me see. It does look like he may be getting some of these teams coming up and through. We got Next to the south of them, Update to the north of them, SWAT in front of them. We are down to 9 teams, and all 9 teams are rimming around the outside edge of Leones. We got them all the way along this western edge down to the south and wrapping around to the eastern ridge line, but really no one going into Leones itself. Let me go ahead and scroll on in, and we're going to the south side of Leones. So we're still in Leones, but we are going to that south ridge line where we do have the Guardians already set up. They have set up shop. They may be in the position to finish this game off. It does look like Next is in a fight. Let me see if I can find Next over here and see what's happening as they're coming right up in behind Vincere Mortem. So Vincere Mortem right in front of him. You can see Vincere Mortem. Lovely. Lovelace hitting those invisible walls. We got Godlike down in the cave right below Quarry. So Quarry right on top of all this knows that he's got a cave dweller below him. But look at this. Next is coming up right next to first one row. And I believe first one row is a solo from that earlier fight that we were watching. So now let me scroll on in just a little more. We still have most of the north side of the zone pretty quiet. Vengeance team coming on in. They're going to have to come in and across. I feel like we're still going to keep going south of this map. But we could possibly move up and into Leones. It is not out of the question. And here we go. The 1v4. And down to 8 teams, only in stage 4. So we only have 19 players left in this match. So we do have the big boys though. We got the number 1 through 3 team in here. We got a solo from Alfie. We've got the Golden Guardians Vengeance team. Next, we've got the Update SWAT and Vincere Mortem just on the southern side of the map itself. So let's see what else is gonna happen. We are getting ready to close in onto stage 5. So let's go ahead and put this map screen back up there. Here it is, guys, and we are going to that south side, so we are going right on top of where the Golden Guardians are. Where they are set up, they are in position to win this. The question is, can they hold off the push from all the teams coming from every angle? Being in this zone right here, they know that they're going to be pushed from every angle. Can they hold it off? Can they keep this? We do have SWAT still over on that western edge coming on in. Alfie from the northwest. Update coming in from that north side. Next at that the southwest, we got Vincere Mortem coming in from the southeast. And let's not forget all 4 of them from Vengeance team. They've been set up as well. Up on the other side of Leones, the eastern ridge line, so they should have some fresh gear. They've got plenty of ammo. Oh, Lovelace down to about 1 HP, trying to get out of that spray by the Golden Guardian. 7T7. So now let's go. Look at this, coming right up and over this ridgeline. They are now getting pushed up and in by Vengeance team. Vengeance team having to come in from that eastern ridgeline, and now 7T7 trying to come up and around. Gets another one knocked. It is down to the 3rd one. Will he get a squad wipe, guys? Will it be the first squad wipe we see tonight in this match? There is 1 remaining. He knows there is 1 remaining. He is over to his, look at this, over to the west. He is moving on out. That solo from Vengeance coming right up and around. On to Team 9. Team 9 coming down and through, but he's able to win that 1v, but he is down to 1 HP, and he goes out to the zone, because the zone is now hurting. We still have Alfie Alfie finding 7T7. But here comes the rest of the Golden Guardians. Can Cappuccino hold off the push? No, he cannot. So now we're down to the top 4 teams. We have, can we get on over here fast enough? We got the Grinch from Update. Can the Grinch hold off the push now? No. So now we're down to the top 3 teams. So let's get on over to see what's going on with Next is now trying to push right up and in onto the Golden Guardians. We did lose 7T7. Look at that, Godlike getting found down to the top 2 teams. This is it, guys. the final two teams of the Bastards Nova Junior Grand Finals. So we're down to 6 remaining players. So we are down to a 3v3. Next Esports Next has 19 eliminations. The Golden Guardians up to 5, but they have 19 eliminations. Can they finish off the Golden Guardians that have been set up on this ridgeline for several zones? Or are they gonna go out? We've got Razor on the screen trying to get those shots right on up, and they're still getting zone blast. The Golden Guardians still in the zone. And look at 7 coming up and over with that nade. That nade landing right on him, but he's got one right behind him. Does he know that there's one right on over here? Oh! I couldn't switch over fast enough. The Golden Guardians coming in first with 7 eliminations. Next, though, shout out to Next, 19 eliminations. And coming in third, Vincier Martam with 3 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 going all out. Next with the Lovelace coming in with 7 eliminations, 905 damage. There it is. Now give me just a few seconds. I will go and get tonight's final unofficial live scores, and I will be right back. Hold on, guys. Let's see where we finished. Be right back. From the veterans, they are coming right up and around, but we do have added up on the hill. A dead right here, trying to get those shots down on the Flavius. Flavius down to about 10 and 20 HP. King returning the fire. And we also have one up on the top. Looks like Jano trying to run across that wide open space to get on over and pick up you next. And a dad right on over here with all of them right on top of him. And he does have one coming up on that crazy off angle from One for All, and I think it's Bajira. Oh, he changed his mind and came on down, so now let's get on back on over, see what's going on with Jano. Did Jano get that res off? He did get the res off. You next. Not sure if he's got first aid. I think they're trying to give him. Oh, we can hear him. Looks like Bajira coming up and around doing that push. Let's see what is going on with Bajira. They are all pushing right up and in onto where Team 13 have gotten that res off. You next does find first aid. He's back up, and now here they come. 1 for all of them pushing right up and in. Kill 4 win, and Sector 6-0 now in that fight as well. So we gotta keep an eye on that elimination feed. Find out what's going on. You next is right there in that edge. Bajira pushing right up and over. And who is this with him? So let's see what's going on with Flavius. Flavius getting ready to throw those nades up and in. King also with that shotty trying to come up through. And now we are down to just a duo over here. Jano still upstairs, still trying to keep him off, and he knows that Frizz is coming. Oh, did he see Frizz? He does see Frizz off in that off angle. So now, oh, the nade by Flavius, and now a dad coming in off that church. What are you going to do with dad? You're going to have to do something. There goes your team. You are a solo now. And we still have all the chaos that's going on in Picado, because we've got a couple of teams coming into Picado, and we also have a couple of teams now in a fight in Montana. de nuevo. So now let's get on over to the zone. Let's check in on the chaos of Bigado. We do have Team 14. Good game. Good game coming right up and into this north side of Bigado. We got ME over here. Team 4, the Mystics Esports with No Names Esports. So let's see. Lovelace up to 2 eliminations. Trying to hold off the push. We are just on the outside of zone over on this northeast side. The nades coming right up and in. Sexy down to 1 HP. Let's see, are we doing all right up here? Sexy trying to throw those nades up and over as the teams are trying to get up on this ridgeline, because here comes Team 11 as well. 11 coming up and into this fight. Maybe right on over here. Team 4 still getting pushed in on. Look at this. He is still right up on this ridgeline. But we got Sugar right on over here trying to get those shots over onto Team 3. Welcome back, everyone, to the final unofficial scores of the Bastards and Nova Junior Grand Finals, and here it is. Alfie Esports with 69 total points. Update coming in second with 58. Vincier Mortam with 51. There are your scores. Shout out to these players, these teams, and the Bastards Nova Junior. Let's go. Please remember to hit the like. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for supporting all of us. We truly appreciate you. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I will see you soon. Oh, only 2 more subs, and I would have hit 2,300. Well, next time, I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.